Hi everyone, how are you? Boy, it sure has been a crazy week for me, starting back in classes on campus and just dealing with all sorts of new beginning stuff. Um, I hope that the first bit of the semester has been good for you and that you're finding your way and that things are working out for you. Um, since since we're just kind of getting started as a group, I wanted to send you a little bit of um, kind of how-to stuff so that you feel confident making your way through the portal or the canvas, I guess is what we call it. So I wanted to show you this screen, which I know you've all been able to find it. But as I said earlier, our class is broken into modules, and so you're just going to go through them week by week. And so last night was the deadline to post in the meet and greet. And hopefully everybody did that. I'm going to go read them as soon as I finish messaging you guys and then learn a little bit about all of you. When I do feedback for you guys, it's going to be an audio file, so you'll be able to just click on it and listen to it. But just be advised that I speak my responses to you, and then the Canvas, whatever you call it, translator, puts it into text. And honestly, the text is usually completely wrong, and it sort of makes me laugh when I read it. But I think it's better for you to hear my voice than to read the words that I type. So that's the way I do it. But just be mindful that if you decide to read the text, that I really do know punctuation and how to spell. So just so we're clear. I mean, I don't always know how to spell, I'll be honest. But anyways, okay. So you can find your way to this page because you all posted, so you know what to do. So we're going to look at the next module, which is what is human sexuality, which is the module that we're on now. And you'll see for this week, there's 4 things for you to take a look at. I always put the last thing on the bottom, which is the discussion forum. And my idea is that you've done everything in advance prior to getting on the discussion forum so that you have the working knowledge that you need in order to effectively be in the discussion forum. So this week you're gonna, take a peek at this one, start here, what is human sexuality? And it breaks down into the learning objectives for the week, and then it has a couple clips that I think the John Oliver one especially is pretty hysterical. So I would recommend watching it. And then going forward, there's a PowerPoint that's associated with a textbook that I used to use that provides good background and information, so that's there for FYI. And then the assignment that's going to be due on September 3rd, which is not yet, but it's due a week from Sunday, I think, is your sex history. And when you click on it, let's see, so you click on it and it'll download the PDF, and you can look at it. I'm not gonna open it for you, but it's a series. Oh, here it is. It's a series of questions that you get to answer about yourself. There's no book knowledge needed for this. It's just your responses to this based on how you feel and how you understand sex and sexuality and your sexuality. So that is obviously anonymous. So, I mean, not anonymous. I'll read it, but nobody else will, or it's private. It's just between you and I. And then I've got a rubric here for you to look at to see how I'm going to be grading. It's a pretty big assignment for this class, actually, so I hope you take it pretty seriously and do some self-reflection as you write it. And then the last thing in the module for this week is just the post, and the post is coming, the discussion post. And so it shows you, it's about sex ed mostly. So you'll make sure to talk about what you learned in school, and then make sure that you're replying to others as well. Okay? So basically week by week, that's how it's going to work. You're gonna go through the module, and you're going to follow along, and the reading is always going to be the chapter that's associated with it, and how you know that is you look in the syllabus. So for this week, we're reading Sex and Sexuality, which is chapter 1, the first chapter in the reader, and you're just going to kind of do a little bit about understanding different attitudes associated with sex and sexuality, and look at the ways that sociologists look at sexuality, look at a couple different theoretical frameworks. It's kind of a short read for this week, so I'm starting you out slow. And just so you know, today's Thursday the 24th. I'm sure you know that. But I gave you until a week from Sunday to get this first part done, because I had to start quickly with your meet and greet posts, because in terms of Canvas, we have to drop people who are not showing. And so what I do is I have that post be early, but normally every post will be due by Sunday at 11:59 p.m. and that post includes your 2 replies. And after that, it's going to close, and so you won't be able to post. So what you need to do is make sure that you're paying attention to those timelines. So there will be no post due this week, and we'll start the next week with people posting. But feel free to post whenever it works for you. I mean, I know the beauty of an online class is that, you know, to a large degree, we can work when we're ready to work. And, you know, for me that teaches all day, sometimes it's nice to come home when it's quiet in the evening and do it. But it's going to vary based on what your schedule is. So just make sure that you're getting it within the time period that it's due, but do it when it works for you, okay? So I guess that's it for now. You know, I hope that you started looking at the textbook and that you've just gotten a little bit of a taste of what it's going to be like. You know, human sexuality is one of those survey courses where there's a lot of different ways in which we're going to explore this topic and look at different aspects of sexuality. But just one thing, I think the overarching theme that I'm hoping for this semester is that there's not one right way to be sexual. There's not one right way to be a human, and hopefully within the time that you're in this class, you're going to learn some things that you didn't know about sexuality and differences that is just new to you, and that you develop an appreciation for the diversity. So yeah, and hopefully we can have some good discussions on some of this stuff too. So thanks for your time. Welcome to the fall semester, and I'll be checking in with you all the time. So, and oh, for those of you that said hi to me on campus, thank you. It's so nice to put a name to a face or a face to a name, I guess, whichever way that goes. I know online can be very anonymous, and so I'd like it not to be that way. So thanks for saying hello to me. And if I don't know you and you recognize me, because you're the one that sees me, I don't see you, please say hi to me. Say hi to me. All right, take care. Bye-bye.